And we are here.
Welcome to Everyday Vibes with the Sunderkids. I'm Matthew.
And I am Brittany.
And we've been vibing, and come vibe with us because, it's been fun. It's
Because
been a good
we're
week.
pretty funny and cool, I think. I mean, I'm a little biased,
Not to
but
toot
that's
my
chill,
own
chill, make
horn,
it
but
chill.
toot, 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 toot.
Fucking
Fucking
weirdo.
tuba. Yeah.
Yeah, go
Bomb.
play your tuba. You need a home
No,
tuba.
I do have a euphonium that Greg got me. I don't know
Oh,
if
yeah.
I
Have
mentioned
you
that
been
on the
playing that at
podcast.
all?
Oh, I've tried. So I've done it a little bit. I've just basically done the scales, but I don't have any really sheet music to practice. So I would just be doing scales. But yeah, do two of them, and then my lip immediately gets fat. Like it's
Oof.
that
Yeah.
that just gets me, and it's the upper lip.
Yeah.
But it is kind of crazy because I can still play with the mustache and the
Okay.
facial hair.
Okay.
But yeah, I have not done my due diligence yet for
Mm.
that instrument,
Okay.
and I feel bad for the neighbors because I practice guitar all the time, and then I plug that shit in, and then I
You're so
rip
annoying.
it. I'm so annoying into such a late hour. And then I'll switch to the
Wow.
acoustic and
And
play with
early
my fingers.
too. Yeah,
Oh
every
my gosh! And
morning.
then I wake up at
You
5:15, and I'm
dick.
just like, oh yeah. But
Matthew.
but I don't plug it in like the electronics
Yeah,
at
okay,
that
okay.
early. I'm not even using the pick,
Okay.
but I always worry. But yeah,
Okay.
but
Okay.
I mean,
I have a
all the
question.
way
I
I
have a
was told,
question.
yeah. But
Um,
I feel bad if I'm now actually taking out a euphonium. You
yeah,
know
that's
what
a
I'm
thick
saying?
boy.
That is a blast. Like there was already some guy playing the saxophone across the way, and I heard somebody yell at him, and I'm like, oh my gosh! Like I played the piano and the thing, and I play music so loud out here, and I have all these windows wide open in the summer.
You think
Like
you've ever heard maybe someone's yelled and you didn't hear? Or you just
oh,
think
for sure, probably. But
really?
also, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I have these big windows, and I
You
have them all
do. You
open.
let
So then
sound
I am
out.
well, yeah, but then most of my speakers are facing this way, so
Oh,
it
truth.
really isn't that bad from the outside. But yeah,
Okay.
but I
Okay.
am projecting Sound of Music's
Yeah.
la, da, da,
Damn.
da, out.
Sound of music. Okay, but I have a question. I have a question. I have a question.
Yeah, what's the
Is
question?
the tuba mouthpiece the same as a trumpet mouthpiece?
No, very different. Well, it's the same
Same
shape, but
concept, but like,
but
is tuba
smaller.
tinier?
No,
Or
what
I
are
know
you talking
tuba.
about? Way bigger.
I meant trumpet. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ. My brain
yeah.
just glitched. I was not being stupid right
Which
there.
brass instrument are you referring to, Brittany?
That was ass. Okay, I
If it was
apologize to everyone.
a trumpet you are thinking of, it's a small
Yes, the
mouthpiece.
tinier. So then your lips are like way
Yeah.
worse than the trumpet.
So you can still get up to the middle C on the tuba. It's just like a really tight pucker. But yeah, for the
Okay,
trumpet, it is a very tiny thing.
teeny tiny.
But to have it be that tiny for me, it's very uncomfortable, and I would really have to practice for the trumpet.
Me
Um,
imagino.
yeah, but to have a true trumpeter be able to play these octaves and these ranges on the thing. Oh my god!
People baffle me.
And so
People baffle. Baffle.
yeah, and
Baffle.
so I have to relearn it because this is different from the tuba. So I haven't played a
Mm.
euphonium, baritone, trombone, which are all have the same mouthpiece size because it's
Do
the
you
same
not play
octave.
them the same way?
It is the same for the low brass ones.
Mm.
Same fingerings, same notes. It's a B
Mm.
flat. Well, that's the
Okay.
ones that I've been playing. But there's B flat, E flat, different tubas, different,
All right.
sousaphones, euphoniums, baritones, um, whatever the
All the
marching one
thingies.
is called. Yeah. So,
Okay.
but it is
Okay. Interessante.
it's a mid size hole for mid size hole.
Mid-size hoe.
Mid
Right.
size hole.
We're selling on the
So
market a mid-size hoe, everybody.
yeah. You got to get that tongue nice and
Get the good mouthpiece.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I
anyways,
haven't
so
done
we're
that in
nah.
years though. So I
Ah.
haven't. Yeah, my mouth is so weak. nowadays for brass instruments,
You gotta
and
start doing mouth
I gotta start.
exercises. You're
I
doing
gotta
finger
start.
ones.
Yep. So I just gotta. I mean, I could practice with just the mouthpiece and just make the sound without putting it into the
Really?
instrument, and
Okay.
that's some practice to get my lips used to it, so I don't have like a super fat lip for 2 hours after playing.
Yeah.
Because I've had
It
that
goes
habit where
swell. Yeah.
it's so bad. And
Oh,
you just
it's worse than the dentist.
uh,
Because it's real, like, the dentist,
oh
you
my
just feel it,
god.
but it's like an
Uh,
illusion, but then that is, like, really actually stinking. You just, like, suck that blood all the way to your lip. It's got, like, a
it
pulse to it, I can
yeah.
imagine.
Yeah, straight up. It is the worst feeling when you get so, like, yeah, but that only happens if you, like, stop playing for a while, and then you
Okay.
pick it up again, so, yeah, there's only a few times, that would happen right at the beginning of the year, so,
Okay.
uh,
Okay.
and or if you're outside at 6 a.m. and you're at marching band practice and it's
Well, that'll
super
do it.
freaking cold,
Oh,
and the
Nebraska.
instrument you're playing is a gigantic instrument that is itself very cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking whoa.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well,
But
anyways,
yeah,
you're on the music vibe, and I'm happy for you.
yeah. I
But
have
yeah,
been on the
don't
music
disrupt.
kick.
But actually disrupt. Who the fuck cares? You pay rent.
So,
You live there.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
on the top floor.
So this weekend I went down to Portland, actually on Monday, and then hung out with Kate. And one of the
Aw.
activities that we went and did was obviously just go out for lunch and then get some coffee. But
Nice.
in between those two places, one, I
In
had
between.
a really dang burger at this one place.
Dang.
And then we went to this coffee place, also very cool with tons
Yeah.
of patches and stickers.
Really? What was
Yes.
it
And
called?
um rainy city coffee or something like
Okay.
that.
Funky.
Yeah,
Cool.
something like that. I'll look it
Very
up for you
Portland,
because I'm
please.
going to take you there because it's your
Already
type
know.
of vibe for
Okay.
sure for this coffee shop if you're
Okay.
ever in Portland.
Ugh.
But that's yeah, because we also have to go to Classic Pianos, a
Okay.
gigantic piano showroom in the heart.
Oh,
It's one of the biggest piano showrooms. So, tons. And I mean
tons.
one like big room with, you know, a dozen, 20, and then
Really?
another one, and then a
Can you
side
touch them?
room that oh yeah. Oh yeah. So there's two
Really?
guys just sitting there tuning all these different pianos, probably
Dang.
just sold and they're retuning and making sure everything's locked and loaded. But there's grand pianos just everywhere. And then Yamaha
Wow.
Steinways.
Mm, mm.
There's
The
what are the other ones?
smell, the
Schmel
ambiance, the
like in a Schmel.
elegance. Ah,
Oh my gosh. So
Piano
then
City.
yeah, so then we're like go in and because there's like two buildings. We're like, what the hell? So we go in and we're like,
Okay.
so we just popped in, we just noticed all these pianos in the windows, and I had to see them. We're not really doing anything today, and I just had to see these pianos.
Wow.
Um and so she's like, okay, cool, I'll just get the sales associate. So we wait like 5 minutes for
Okay.
a sales associate, and then he just takes us over. And then we're like chit chatting for a little bit, and then I'm like, can I can I like so I'm like do just like
Cute.
just doing little noodles.
Yeah.
But then we get to this nice brown, beautifully marbled, big grand Steinway, $44,000 price
Shut
tag.
the front
Oh,
door.
of course, of course.
That's
So
just for
then,
the thing, too. You gotta deliver that. You gotta have that dropped into your
oh
house.
yeah,
Holy
yeah, yeah, yeah.
shit.
So then, then I'm like, oh, I gotta like take out the bench for this one. Like sit down. I can't just like stand over it and like press it. I
No,
can't do that. No,
absolutely not.
this one deserves
Deserves.
to be.
Mm, caressed.
So then I have been like not good at doing anything for the last like 20 minutes as
Yeah,
we've
you're
been
just
like going to these
diddling.
different pianos. Like the guys doing a sales call. Cool. We're gonna do this. So I pull up my phone because I have a lot of the sheet music downloaded on my drive,
LOL.
but not to a great place where I can just easily do it. I need to organize
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
rename some things.
Okay.
But then I'm like pulling up some sheet music, and then I'm like, so then I start playing the foreplay long time, the that organ
Nice.
part.
Yeah.
And then because he mentioned it later in the whole excursion.
Oh,
Um,
wow. Good
yeah.
call.
So and
Good
then I
call.
was playing on the Blue Danube, but of course I was ass. Like I have
Yeah.
not practiced the piano in so long.
Yeah.
And then because I've been so focused on trying to learn this guitar,
Yeah.
and just do practicing. So like my fingers are all weird out of whack because I'm like more strong on this hand than this hand.
Yeah.
This hand's used to now this, and like I'm
And you
like, I'm
think like
trying to
the people
loosey
working there
goosey.
are like professional pianists?
Yeah, for sure. He was playing. Well, he's not a super professional, but he was playing some like things.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
got some
yeah.
repertoire.
This guy was cool.
Okay.
He showed us these pianos that were one of the ones that had all the electronics is a grand piano,
Okay.
Yamaha, but has its own speakers and has its own thing, so you can like put
Damn.
a wind track under it,
Okay.
or
Whoa.
you could it actually plays
What?
itself, so you can play whatever song on your phone and then it will do it. So he threw up a YouTube video of the piano guys. They're rocking right here, but then it's
Freaking A.
playing and then the notes themselves are going down, up and down on the piano.
Sick. Sick.
Sick. It took a while to get the rig rolling, but once it was going,
Sick.
it was sick. So we just played
Dope.
there and then fiddled
Cool.
around and then and then went back to the house. It was great.
That's a great little excursion going to check out a music shop and just playing around. But the
Yeah.
pianos, I mean, a place full of
Oh,
just pianos, that's
full
like a
of
wet dream.
very expensive,
Mm.
very expensive.
Mm.
Like
Mm.
$100,000 pianos, $40,000, $10,000, $4,000. Like it was crazy.
Instruments
And then,
cost so
like,
much. Why do instruments have
yeah,
to cost so much? Like this is such it should be like a thing we do as a
but
society,
like,
is
but
play music.
like as a society, it is still a status item for a lot of people and a lot of things just to
Truth.
have a piano, and like that is like
Yes,
was
yes,
always
yes.
said. Yes, a household has to have a piano. Like even the grandparents on the dad's side,
Yes,
they got a
yes.
piano. It's like
Everybody's got a piano.
everybody should have like just a stand-up piano at the house. That means you're a family.
You're a you're the American family.
Somebody's gonna play that
Everybody
piano.
come around the piano.
Somebody's gonna play it.
And then now everybody
And bless
quits
you their
lessons.
heart.
They're like,
And
screw this. I don't want to do this. They're
yeah,
like,
I could just
"Okay."
put the iPad up and
Yeah. Or it's just a decor piece at this point for most families.
well, yeah, it is straight up.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, there was probably at one
High school
point in time,
sweethearts,
like an
parents.
aspiration
That
to,
there was a whole piano
play.
room. There was a baby grand in a piano room, and it was mainly just there
But
for.
someone always played the piano. That's my point.
No,
You know what I mean?
not in this family. Nobody played the piano. That's what I'm saying. I've already witnessed this.
Damn, that's wild.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Speaking from experience,
Speaking from
you
experience,
have. I don't have it.
yeah,
That's what I'm trying to say.
I just like pianos, drawn to them.
Drawn
But
to them.
I've-
They are
I've been
quite a
neglecting.
lovely instrument.
They're lovely, but yeah, they're hella expensive in most all forms.
But all instruments are,
And
truly.
Brittany, upon reflection,
Mm.
I did realize while you had your vehicle here and while you were in here, I could have given you my MIDI keyboard, my extra MIDI keyboard.
Well, Matthew.
You didn't have much room and you didn't need more shit.
That's true. I would have taken it. I mean, I was
know.
going to say, well, that sucks. That's
Yeah.
good.
But I did
forethought.
have a thing. Yeah. So, yeah. Damn you,
Thank
Captain
you.
Hindsight.
For the next time I drive home,
Hindsight's a bitch.
which who knows when that'll be.
Hey, it's more like the next time I drive over.
Whoa.
Hey there. Watch out.
So, you know what? You know
Hello there.
what? You know what? You know what? You know what? We're
What,
gonna have a
buddy?
New Year's Eve trip, Matthew. We're gonna
Yes,
have a
we
New
are.
Year's Eve trip.
Yes, we
We're
are.
gonna have.
Locked
And guess
and
what, guys? No
ready to
bears.
go.
Hopefully, we're
bears.
putting that
No
out in
bears.
the
No bear
universe as
vibes.
possible. But no,
Other
No.
wildlife is fine.
yeah,
We can fucks with any other wildlife.
lots of fox. I think we'll see a lot of fox.
Except
But
for a
honestly,
mountain
there's a
lion.
lot of
But let's see some foxes.
a lot of snakes.
Let's see some
That kind of
snakes.
freaks me out.
I would love to see some Slytherin
I don't know
snakes.
about some. You got to know
I
what to
love
do.
snakes.
I don't fuck with snakes. I'm like
I'm
down
just
with
fascinated.
spiders. Spiders are chill. I just talk
It's
to
just
them.
always
I'm
so
like,
interesting
you
when
don't
you
fuck
see
with me?
one.
But like
Yeah.
snakes, oof.
I got a
Ooh.
couple new spider friends that I've
Do you know?
become acquainted to. Yeah. So the one is on this like the purple waffle plant that's
Oh,
kind of in this
my
windowsill.
purple waffle is huge
Is it?
and thick and
Dick.
dark. She
Okay.
dark purpy on some parts, like
Okay.
dark.
Yeah.
Oh, she's huge. I mean, like truly
Well,
overpower,
hopefully
like
you get a
all the
spider
way.
friend because
Whoa.
this one's fun. I just kill gnats and then I throw it on its web and
So the
then
web is in the
watch
purple
it.
waffle.
Yeah, it's around it, and I've seen
Sick.
it. And then it's
Screw.
spinning the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
Crazy.
they're kinda I mean, they're like as long as
They're
you're not, like,
arachnids.
coming into bed with me, we're vibing,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Stay on the wall, stay on the ceiling, you're
Get
pretty
off
chill.
my clothes.
Yeah, like,
I've
don't be in
had
the
I've had
closet area.
I've had them come out of a pile of dirty clothes before. I'm like,
Yikes, man.
oh boy, I need to do my laundry.
Yeah, that's disgusting. Matthew.
That was in the basement house
Mm.
over in Rainier
Okay, that
Beach.
checks.
Yeah.
That checks. But, yeah, no. That's
But
fact.
it was a big sucker. I remember
I
that was a
remember that.
massive freaking thing, and I
Yeah,
killed
that
it. Oh my
basement
gosh.
got some stuff in it. Yeah, yeah, but better I don't know snakes, but I know that we see snakes before they see us, like, our eyes do usually.
Our
What
brains.
our brains do.
Yeah, it's more of like even before sight and like it is a
We feel it.
ingrained. Yeah, we literally feel it. We have like a weird sixth sense about it.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
that's
Are we
a
all
that's an
Slytherin at
innate
heart?
human thing. So like humans be getting fucked up by snakes in our early history
Yeah,
to
that's
a point
true.
where
Oh, shit.
everybody had to develop a superpower that we now just innately take for granted because
Yeah.
we fucked up so many snakes. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Damn, I didn't even,
Think
like,
about
think that
that.
way.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the
Fuck.
same
I mean,
logic
there's
and
some
reasoning
big
about the
snakes in the world.
endocannabinoid system for THC. It's like how long have people been smoking weed and using
Dude,
cannabis
for
if we
real.
have an
We have a
entire
whole system
system like
that
dedicated to the
processes
thing?
this
Yeah,
one plant.
crazy. Yeah,
Fire.
but snake sense. Everybody's got a snake sense. Like
That's
it would make much more
wild.
sense. Yeah,
That is why, cause yeah, like, in Costa, I saw one snake, and it was, like, my last month there. It was very odd, and I
really.
thought, "Oh, I never saw a snake." Like, I've been very lucky. I've seen tarantulas up and
Yeah.
down, but, like, never snake. And then we're walking up this trail, and I just
Okay.
see this, and then it twitches, and it goes away, but it was a venomous one, or, like, poisonous one because they say, like, rana. So you've
Yeah.
got rojo, amarillo, naranja, and then, what's the last wait, and naranja. So, negro and naranja, I think. Oh, don't quote me on this. Oh, man, now I'm really fucking up,
So
man,
black
it's
snakes,
live.
brown snakes, red snakes, green
No, you've got
snakes,
yeah.
gardener snakes, rattlesnakes, venomous
Ugh.
snakes, tree
Yeah.
snakes.
No, no,
Yeah,
no, no,
all
no.
of the
Yeah, like,
snakes.
little guys, like, I'm down.
Well, I
If I
mean,
know
like,
it's not gonna, like, fuck with me, like, we be chilling. But Cat and
yeah,
Lenny have run into some, like, rattlesnakes. They
yeah.
go up
I
in the
don't
desert.
really want
I
to
am
fuck with
not about
rattlesnakes in
that
the
life.
desert. Yeah,
Absolutely. That's the thing with hiking, those type
yeah,
of snakes, please, God, no. Get like,
yeah.
no, I will
Well, I mean, I've gone on a
absolutely
few
divert.
hikes out here, and then I've seen
Mm,
some snakes. I've like
mm-mm.
the biggest one I've seen is only like this big around,
Yeah, when
but
they're, like,
most of them
tiny and,
are
like,
tiny.
green, like, chill out.
Yeah, yeah.
But I know they're out
When
there.
you hear
I just yeah, oh, or, like, going in, those type of states, like the New Mexicos, the Colorados, like, that shit is everywhere. Absolutely not.
that shit's everywhere.
Please,
But
absolutely
again, you
not.
had the sixth sense, so it's fine as long as you watch your step.
That's and I know they're not coming for me, it's like,
Yeah,
no one's wanting
you
to
just don't
mess
want to
with you.
step on them.
Oof. Ooh,
Yes.
ooh, yeah, no. Yeah, in, like, Costa Rica, I remember seeing the news and some girl got,
Yeah,
like, whole body eaten anaconda
yeah.
type shit.
Anacondas, those anacondas. You're very close to jungles. Like
Yes, and I mean, it was like
I'd
she's
be more worried
13,
about
going
fucking
missing, full
venomous.
body.
Oh my god. Ugh. I'd be worried about tree frogs.
Oh,
Like getting
yeah.
like some tree frog just landed on you, you're like, oh, that's so cute, and then it's like all of a sudden you're
Poisonous.
dead.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Thanks.
Cool, 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 cool,
Thanks,
cool. I
guy.
was
Cool.
chosen. I'd be like, yeah, I'm the chosen one. Well, that's the thing. So if you go to what you call it in Costa, the one down south. Oh God, Corcovado. There we go, Corcovado. If
Corcovado.
you go down there, you have to have a guide because like
Really?
everything's poisonous, and you've
Oh
got
shit.
jaguars, and you like if people go spend the night in like the fucking jungle, it's got like 3% of the world's biodiversity, and it is like a whole
That's a lot of
little
different critters,
a lot of different critters and like a
a
lot
lot
of
of different
researchers down there,
plants,
but like
a lot of
everything
things.
is just poisonous.
Yeah.
And yeah, tons of tree. It's that like
Dude, nature's metal.
jungle.
Woo!
Nature is metal.
Yeah.
Savage. Whew.
Yeah. If you
Oof.
ever go on that subreddit, it's pretty fun. It is
What?
just
Nature's
nature is
metal.
metal. Yeah.
Dude.
It's just hardcore pictures and
Hardcore Nate.
videos of crazy shit. You know,
Dude.
like the video of the eagle that like comes and swoops, grabs the goat,
Yeah.
swings it off the side of a cliff. That
Sick.
type of shit. Like, you
Dude.
know, a bear that comes and then just like fuck gets after it. Like some of those videos I've sent
Yeah,
you.
that guy being
Oh
stalked
my
by that
god,
bear. My
insane.
heart. And he's got a gun
And
too.
he's
And
got
I
the
was
shotgun,
still
yeah, a
like,
lot. He's
he's
like
just shaking. Yeah.
you
Oh,
just hear his hard breath, and then this goddamn big ass grizzly just coming out, and then it
and he
goes to the
keeps like
side. You're like,
circling,
whoa,
coming
whoa, whoa,
in.
whoa.
Holy. Was that a grizzly? That's what that was?
Yeah, that was a grizzly.
That sucker was
Whew, that
big.
was a
Oh, man. I don't
big
even
brown
know.
bear. Oh my god.
Yeah. Did you see
Yeah.
Paige's pictures from Kenya where she went on that like cheetah thing? She went horseback riding in like
Oh, really?
I don't know if it's the savannah or whatever it is in
Bringing
Kenya.
a horse into, lion
Yeah.
country.
So then they like have a gun, just making sure no one's
Yeah.
coming after them.
Or no
But
lions
yeah,
are trying to
cheetah,
eat
and then
them
they
and
saw tons
the
of lions. So
horses.
her pictures are just absolutely insane. But that is like
Really?
nature is metal right there.
Damn.
She's
Yeah.
just seeing. They are in the
Circle of
sticks.
life.
That's some
In
rich
the
people shit.
shit.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? She had to do it's like a work trip she had to do to, like, check out for clients, which is a
Oh,
sick
yeah. Oh,
ass I
no.
know, isn't that, like
Yeah.
she has a cool
But, like,
job.
adventure,
But
at least
that is
she's,
like
like,
the ty
super
that's probably
adventurous
like
and,
a
like, that's up her alley.
$3,000 trip, like, if you think
Yeah.
if you're putting
Oh, for
you're
sure.
on
I really
horseback
wanna
first of
I
all, you
wanna
gotta
do
know
that at some
how to
point.
ride horseback. Can you imagine just going out there not really knowing how to ride a horse, and then there's a cheetah after you? Like, you're gonna
Yeah.
die in Africa
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
just go into,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
blazing
Ride 'em.
saddles.
Rawhide. Roll it. Ride 'em in. Pull 'em out. Pull 'em out. Ride
Wait a
'em in.
minute. Raw.
Rawhide.
Ah, Blues Brothers, everybody. Oh, man. But, yeah, crazy. But nature is metal, nature is metal, nature is metal, nature is metal. Anyways, back
Trying to
to,
get another gnat for this
oh, where's your
for the
Spidey
spider.
at? Where's
It's
that
over there.
Spidey sense? We just have snake sense, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you're Spider-Man. That'd
Yeah.
be kinda sick. But, yeah, I'm pretty chill with being a human. I'd like to be an alien, that'd be kinda cool. But
That'd be
other
pretty
than
sick.
that,
Yeah.
when I die, I'd like to be a tree.
Yeah.
Like a really
There's a
mossy
couple
one.
companies that are doing the trees or like fungus route.
Yes, I would totally do either. I mean, ashes is I don't wanna
So
be, like, burned, that kinda freaks me out. But, to just,
so
like, compost
I want to do the Viking. You just have to get good at archery
I
before we
know,
die.
and, like,
You
flaming
have to
arrow,
do
I've
that.
already
Yeah.
kind of planned this in my
And if
brain.
that and if you can't do the archery
I
or if we're
will.
way too old, like 90,
Well, we
98
can
and
recruit somebody. I
no,
hope that
that
you're
at that
98 when
point
you die, that'd be chill.
we have to build a tower in the desert, and then you just lay my body on the top for all the vultures. That's a
Okay,
Zoroastrian tradition in Persia, ancient
okay.
Persia. So Iran and that area. So
Anything like,
no, they
around
would
you
just
or just bare
no,
skin?
they would have this temple, and then they would have Zoroastrians. It's like an ancient religion, and so then they would have level at the top, and then when they would they would bring their dead there, and then it would
Okay.
be nothing left and being, recycled back
Yeah.
into the circle of life.
Totes.
You know,
Yeah.
they felt it was
Alright.
such a waste, to do that. It was honoring
Yeah.
creation to then be a
Totally.
part of it. So
Yeah. Being
the same
fertilizer to something.
same thing, yeah. Fertilizer for a tree.
Yep, yep,
I'm
yep,
just
yep,
giving it
yep.
to the
Give
buzzards.
back to the earth.
Yeah, I have to
Yeah.
give my body to either a king gizzard or a lizard wizard.
Did you just think of that?
Yes, isn't that good?
Oh my
That was a good
god,
one.
that was pretty good. That was pretty good. I enjoyed that. That was pretty good on the fly. I'm pretty impressed right
That
now.
was good.
Wow, good. Look at you. Good on you, man.
That
Good on you.
that ties into both conversations about snakes and that was
Look at
pretty
you.
damn clever.
Tying it all together.
It's called
Now,
storytelling.
quick transition. What'd you do this past weekend?
No, I mean that was what I did. Tell me about yours. I've been talking too much.
Have you?
Yeah.
You've been pretty funny. It's been great. I've been
Well,
enjoying it.
you've had this
Anyways, I've had quite the week. I mean,
yeah,
like,
like
I'm still in my brain, like, reliving Sunday. It was a very epic
yeah.
day. It
And I
was,
need to hear about it.
well, yeah, okay. You know what? I think I'll tell you. Listen about the story about Sunday morning. Uh,
Sunday morning.
well, we had our Joe Sippers holiday party. Holla!
Hello.
And Emily and I have been planning this for a while. And
Okay.
so it was like, game day. And so I had prepped the day before, prepped the night before, prepped the morning. And it was just like, okay, let's just get this thing over with. And let's just go. And then we get on the bus and it just freaking starts. The party
Mm,
begins. We have
mm,
curated
mm,
a
mm,
playlist for
mm,
the way
mm,
down. We've
mm,
curated one for the
mm,
ride
mm.
back. We have been like
What's the vibe
very
on that music?
vibe on that music is, a little bit of throwbacks, but like a
Mm,
little chiller, bouncy on the way there. But on
yeah.
the way back, it's like, we're clubbing.
Throw
We're
down.
we're
Yeah.
throwing it back. And then by that time, it's like everyone's choosing a song, like pass the phone around. We're doing a jam session type shabam. So then it was like, okay, everyone's
Okay.
getting, we're bumping it up, bump it up. And just, everything's flowing. We are all feeling good. This party bus is, all these like just flat benches right around. And so the
Okay.
whole middle is just like dance aisle.
Open.
I mean, it
Okay.
was good. And
Did
we
they
had
have the
mimosas for
poles?
breakfast. They did not have poles, sadly. I'm kind of glad because I probably would have like thrown something, to be honest.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I know
Well,
myself.
you would have thrown something and then hit somebody straight in the face and
I would
with
have
your
kicked
feet or
someone
something. Yeah,
straight
you
in
would
the
have kicked
face.
somebody straight in
Absolutely.
the face.
Or my
Yeah.
ass would have just bumped someone out a window. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
like
yeah. And you
badonky
don't want to
donk,
break
thrown
a
it aside.
window too.
Can't
Then
be
you have to get
breaking
the
windows.
insurance involved. Like
Yeah,
it would be,
Emily kill me.
and yeah,
Emily
you
kill me.
just yeah.
But yeah, so we went safe with this party bus
Yeah.
and but we got mimosas for breakfast and then
Mimosa
I
for
made
breakfast.
sandwiches and so we just had
So
everything on board. Oh,
nice.
and then I was making desserts the night before. I messed up one of them. I forgot part of the baking soda and it turned out
Oh
like ass
no.
and I was really sad. I like frosted all they're the gingerbread cookie bars. And I've made them before and they were so freaking good. And everyone was
Yeah.
requesting them. And of course, I'm a little fucked up
Like of
making these
course.
and
Yeah,
I
I mean a
forget
little
half a
toasty.
teaspoon of baking soda and it ruins everything. And then all I could think about was lessons in chemistry. And I'm like, Brittany, you didn't put the right amount. Like you weren't scientific. You did not stay
You
to the
didn't think
recipe.
you
You
didn't
did
you
not
deviated
succeed
from
in
the
that.
recipe.
So, anyways,
You
I took a bite
deviated
of it.
from
It
the
was
recipe.
I was so sad. So freaking sad. But I did
That's a
make a
big
brown
old
butter
bummer.
chocolate chip oatmeal square that was fire.
Okay.
So I'm pretty happy about that. But so we had drinks going. People were like starting to talk on the way there. It's kind of segregated in everyone's little groups.
Okay,
And then by
okay.
the time we're getting there, we've made a pit stop at a rest area. Everybody's feeling good. And then kept going. And we arrived at the City Museum.
Are people
Okay.
chit-chatting, no cell phones?
So yeah, the kids kind
Like,
of have
how
their
are the
cell
kids?
phones
How are the
out.
kids?
Kids are like kind of having their cell phones out. And
And,
when I mean kids, I'm talking like, 16, 17,
yeah, I
18,
mean, it's the same kids that I
Um,
work with.
Totally, those kids. But then, like, the older kids, they're yapping. They're, like,
Nice.
into it. They be drinking, you know? It's like the kids,
Yeah.
they're not drinking. They're just
Yeah.
kinda, like, on their phone
The
yapping,
the
but they've all
young
had
adults.
homecoming recently. So
Oh.
homecoming got brought up, and then so we passed around their pictures. We saw them in their dresses. So that was, like, really fun.
Aw.
Everyone was like, "Oh." Then Allison whips up an old prom photo of Emily and Allison. They went to prom together. So then we're passing around and then they're like, Brittany. So I pull up my senior prom. You were there with
Yeah.
Allie and Allie Chris. And then
Yeah.
I'm in my gloves and a tiara and a red dress, like a baller. And they're like, you would, but like looks great. I'm like, yes, I love that dress so
I
much.
know.
So I like love that dress. Oh my God. I love dresses, like a beautiful gown. Oh, anything that makes me feel like Pride and Prejudice, like, ooh, I'm so in those gloves and a tiara. I'm so extra when I want
Yeah.
to be. But anyways, so
Hey, it's senior prom.
it's senior prom.
It's
I
senior
mean, they
prom.
were going to homecoming and they looked incredible. These dresses
Yeah.
were like, geez, like these are too nice. I remember my homecoming, I got so sweaty because I danced like a
Yeah.
motherfucker for like 4 hours. Everyone would be like, ugh. And I'd always say, someone dropped water on me. Like, always. I'd be like, oh, they twirl the water bottles and, like all the stupid jock boys. And
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Yeah,
oh, I'm
yeah,
soaked from the water every time. And I'm just dripping
yeah.
sweat.
Yeah.
And then I learned to
But
bring a freaking towel like a normal
yeah.
sweaty goblin.
Yeah, luckily I had the tie, so I mean, my freshman year, I think I put the tie
Yes,
around the head,
the
like one of
tie.
those. Oh my
You gotta have
gosh.
an article of clothing
Oh,
that
so
soaks it up.
bad. So bad as like a
Oh,
14,
we
13-year-old.
just sweat. Yeah, and then it's like embarrassing.
But
Like you're at that age. Now I'm like, yes, watch it drip from my chin. Like eat me. Like, come on. It's a sign of a healthy body.
yep. Yeah.
Back in the day, it was like, shame. You can't sweat. Shame. And we swam. So I wasn't even like
So,
used to
yeah.
sweating. Like I sweat in my cap, but like I sweat in the pool. The pool is my
Yeah,
sweat.
yeah, the
It's
pool
disgusting.
regulates, like, you get high, you are technically sweating
I
a
would
lot,
open my cap and like
but,
sweat
like
would just drip
yeah, yeah,
freaking
yeah, yeah, if you,
down.
like, get out, like, your body starts
Oh,
beating up, but,
oh,
like,
just
oh my
heat.
gosh.
But
So,
yeah,
I mean,
we never did
I
like
think that's
or I
the
didn't do
bane of
land
all
sports.
swimmers is that you just sweat a lot
You sweat
when you're out of the
so
water.
much. Yeah,
I
your
mean,
body is just so used to
I
this
get about
temperate
2
water.
minutes into my scrubbing, and I
Yeah.
am sweaty,
Really? Like
by,
cleaning your
like
house?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, no, no, I would clean the pool.
Oh, yeah,
Especially
well,
in the
the
pool
pool
because it's
deck
hot.
too
Yeah,
is
it's
so
hot. It's
friggin'
just
hot.
a hot, muggy.
It's like a wall of like,
Yeah.
oh,
So, yeah, oh my gosh, it gets
yeah, I can feel it when I think
yeah,
about it. It's thick. It's so thick.
it's
But
sick.
yeah, no,
But
the
anyway,
sweating aspect of it. But anyways, so we're like bonding over dresses. We go to the city museum, all right? We show up to the
were
city
you real
museum.
sweaty that night
Um, wait, what?
when you're tired, like, your whole work party, were you super sweaty?
So, okay, I wore an outfit for the occasion that
Okay.
I could like strip down ish. I wore like a black cami, always black, always black, and then denim jeans, and then black
Classic.
boots. And I made sure I didn't take off my boots because my feet smell so
Yeah, they
bad
smell
in those
so
boots.
bad.
I mean, in general, my feet
Oh
are
my
the
gosh.
I
My
clean my
she
feet
has
daily. I
such
freaking
bad smelling feet. It's
Oh, they're the
ridiculous.
worst. I
I
mean, I
don't know how to
wreck myself.
describe it to
I mean, I'm
everybody.
sitting there and I'm like, God damn it. I
Oh,
need to go like put
I've had to,
slippers
like,
on.
run and grab my fan, my hand fan, and just fucking whip it in order to not get that
Oh,
shit in my nostrils.
Matthew, it's
Holy fuck. Anyway, watch your feet there, bud.
Oh, my fucking feet. My feet are rank. So I was like, no, Brittany, make sure you don't take off your
Keep
shoes.
your
Like
boots
you
on.
keep your freaking boots on. Like even if I'm climbing it. So I wore like the specific type of shoe and I baby powdered them before. I was prepping. I
Okay.
was prepping. I was
Nice,
prepping.
nice,
I
nice,
mean, that
nice.
doesn't save much, I will
No,
say. My feet,
but
when
a
I got home, I
slight
like died,
margin
you know?
better.
But anyways, so we go to the city museum. The city museum is like a children's/adults museum in St.
Okay.
Louis, and it is lit. I've been multiple times. It is so
Yeah,
much fun.
that's the funky one that
It's a
has all the
funky one. You like
crazy cool
crawl through all this
things.
stuff, and then you
Yeah.
go down slides that end up on different floors, and you're
Yeah.
just like I mean, you lose people. You're just like on your own, like
Yeah.
unless you're
Yeah,
being
yeah, yeah.
followed directly behind. I mean, we lost Allie for like 15 minutes, and we went to like where she came out of the 5-story slide, but like she went outside, and we had her perched, and we were like, "Holy shit, we have no idea." And then she finally texted us she was in the main lobby, and we were like, "Oh my god, okay, where's the main lobby?" We walked in the aquarium. Like, what? And they have an aquarium you put your hand in, and then all the
Yeah.
fish eat your dead skin, you know?
Oh,
And
one of
so
those?
just like, flocking up to you, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, oh my god." So, we were in that, we were enjoying that, and then, we had to go find out. We were all over the place. So we kinda, like,
But
separated the adults from the kids and the older
yeah,
kids. And we're kinda, like,
because
1, we can't
we
really
got
fit
to.
in some of these holes too. Like, these kids
Yeah.
can fit in these crevices, or, they're getting on their knees and they're cool with it. And I'm, like,
Yeah.
not going in the tightest
I don't
caves,
either.
man. Like, we're gonna
Drown. Okay, I can fit.
But, like, okay, so 1, we've tried, and then you get, like, lost, truly. Garrett and I were really trying to find Allie, and we went up and down and all around, and every time we'd end up back at the crystal that was guarded by a dragon. And so you always would yeah, so it's like a Smaug little area. So then every time
Okay.
we'd be like, "Oh, this could be it." And we kinda go, like, up and around and, like, through this trap door, and then it's back to the crystal. Like, we just
Okay.
and then you kind of have to like side escape. Oh, and then that's when we popped out in the aquarium. I mean, you just kind of get kerfuffled. But then we made our way to go find Allie at the front, and they were like, we ran into more adults, and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna go to the roof." And I'm like, "Oh, I've never been up there because
You
it's
can
usually been
yeah.
closed, and there's like other exhibits on the roof, but you have to buy an extra ticket." Okay, fine.
Oh,
So
okay.
up on the roof, there
The
is a
roof.
massive, like praying mantis looking thing, and then this
What?
huge tunnel, and you climb up it, but then there's a slide under it, this tunnel.
Oh.
So I was like, my eyes could not figure out. And I was like,
So,
Brendan's like
is
about
it,
to
like,
slide down,
see-through
and
so
there's a
you can
girl climbing
see
up,
somebody like,
and
you
I
can see
was
the
like,
person
ah,
sliding?
well, ye- mm, yeah.
Right? It's like
Yeah.
yeah,
They'd be
you can
like,
kinda like
if you wanted hands up, you could feel these. So, yeah, but I mean, I was like, "Brendan, there's a girl that's a girl climbing up." And he's like, "Brittany, look, it's like a different slide." And I'm like, "Oh," like I did not comprehend that. I was freaking out.
Like
I mean, like, you're gonna take down
like,
this
you
girl, and
are
this
gonna
secret is steep.
smack
Like,
this
how are you going?
oh,
My heart was about to explode. And they're like, "Calm the fuck down." I'm like, all right.
no, it's just
Brittany's
stairs.
good, Brittany's good,
Just
Brittany's good."
stairs.
So,
Just
anyways,
part
and
of the
then we
exhibit.
find this area, and you sit down in those like twirly chairs that they're like circular, and you have to sit in them
Oh,
circular, and you
yes,
just
yes, yes,
rotate and
yes,
rotate.
and then you can rotate.
And then we were in this like massive hut looking thing. Well, then you look on the side, and there's this whole section that's bars, and you can climb up this entire ceiling on the bars. And then you get up to the top, and there's like a nest, and you can just like hang out in there. And it's like all these just rebar basically. And you're just
Okay.
climbing. You just got to climb. I mean, seriously, so if people don't do heights, this is not for you. I mean, you're just like
Yeah.
kind of trapped in your feet. And then you see all of St. Louis. We are on the
Wow.
roof of a 10-story building seeing all of St. Louis. I mean, all the
Whew.
river, and it was a clear day, and it was
Oh,
just, it was
yeah.
incredible. It
Well,
was
so what time of
incredible.
day were you on this roof?
So we got there at like noonish, and we stayed until
Oh,
2:45. So it was a midday Sunday, and it was great. So like the sun
yes.
is playing, and then
Yes.
there's like a slide down, like you could do together, like a wide slide, like all these activities. Oh, and then there was big chess. And so Allison and I started
Okay,
playing
big chess.
chess. She
Did
did
you
not
win?
know how to play chess. Yeah, of course I
Oh,
won. But she did
she
not
didn't know.
know how to play chess. But I kept moving things, and I was like, "Yep, done, done,
I
done.
just learned one of my
We're good."
lifeguards has a chess set in his locker. He's like, "If you ever wanna
Oh.
play chess," and I was like, "Well, now I want to
Set
play
it up.
chess. Yeah.
Is now a good time?
What the fuck are
I
we
was
doing here?
thinking about playing
I'm
Rubik's
surprised we're
Cube
not playing
again.
chess already.
I suppose we're not playing chess right now. Exactly. I need to just do it. I keep having thoughts that I need to play myself in Rumi Cube. Just set it up
You
and
should
go
do it.
for
I've
it.
done it before. I do
Have
that at the
you?
airport. Yeah.
Okay. And like we're gonna play it at the
It's
berth, and
just a
I'm not
puzzle.
gonna like
It's just a puzzle
not
at that point.
win.
Because it's like, okay, what is the
Exactly.
shortest amount of time I can get both of these on here? And it's like, okay, which one's
Yeah.
first? But it's honestly, it's like you think about it that way. You have two hands,
Yeah.
and it's a puzzle on how
Yeah,
quickly
but I
you
probably
can
won't even
solve.
think about what I've got on each side. I'll only be
But I mean,
present in the front of it.
yeah, yeah, well, yeah. But ultimately,
But yes,
high
it's like a
level view,
big
that is
puzzle.
what you're doing.
Correct, correct,
Yeah.
correct,
No matter
correct.
how you play it, like that
Yes,
is what you're doing, which is
absolutely.
cool.
Which is cool. Your
You
brain
can do
is
that.
freaking
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Hells yeah.
I
Yeah.
would highly recommend, because I mean,
Okay,
fuck
I'll
it.
have to do that. I'll have to do
Also,
that.
I just like I can't wait to play Rumiko when I see you in a couple
I can't
weeks.
wait. I know I gotta
Like
kinda prep, but
with all those new Rumiko rules and the faces
oh
cards
my god,
that Crump shared
the
with
new
us.
yeah, these
Holy shit. So
freaking
he sent me
A.
these photos of these different face tiles
And they're
of
like double
Rumiko.
faces.
Double face, split faces, like they can be both. They can connect
Two-faced
different
bitches.
things. They can connect other like
So wacky.
sequences.
And they
I'm like,
kinda do
whoa,
it like
whoa,
a
whoa, whoa, whoa,
crossword
whoa.
on, like, the
Yeah,
newspaper crossword is kinda what it looks
yeah,
like. Kind of a
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Naresh fricking style, which is
Almost
gonna
domino
piss me
style.
off. It's gonna
Yeah,
piss me off.
it's gonna be crazy. Like
I
we and this time we actually have to read the rules and then play
mm,
by them instead
mm.
of like having all these
Learning
arguments
in,
and then
Costa
like
Rica and
house rules.
translating back to
Like,
the US. Yeah, that'd be
yeah.
good, you know?
Hey, but I
Especially if
like
we can win some
our
tourneys.
our Roomy
House
Coop
rules.
house rules.
House rules
In
are
this
lit.
house,
In this
this
house.
is in this
In
house,
the house.
you pick a color.
Yes.
Make a decision.
Make a decision.
Stick to it
Yes. There's no
relentlessly.
wishy-washy. You pick it. Yep. Yep.
It is
Freaking
said.
tweet.
It is
Retweet.
done.
It has been decided.
It has been decided.
Okay, so back to the party. So then City Museum was lit, and then we went to this dinner. We kind of rented out the restaurant before it even opened, and we got drinks and but it was like a vegan vegetarian place. I ended up I mean the Brussels sprouts that were the appetizers, so good. All the other appetizers were absolutely amazing. They had like
Yeah.
crab rangoons that were good, and they were all vegan, right?
So okay. Nice.
Vegan
Nice.
and
Nice. Nice.
vegetarian.
Nice.
So, like, sometimes if you ordered, like, something, they'd be like, "Do you want real Parmesan cheese or not?" And you were like, "I want the real stuff.
Give me
Give me the real."
that
So, like,
real.
my dinner, people order big plates, obviously, but the 2 small plates that were, like, the specials, oh my god. It was like a
Yeah.
gnocchi butternut squash and then, like, some type of dumpling, and
Yeah.
so I got 2 small plates. I thought, "Fuck it." And, oh, so good. Like, the food quality was just
Yeah.
good, and then you didn't feel
Yeah.
like shit afterwards because everything was, like, plant-based, and,
Very
like,
nice.
the creamy sauces were made out of cashew, and there's just, like, good I don't know, it was good.
So for those Brussels sprouts, did they have any
Oh,
like habanero or was it just
no, it was like a
normal
sweet
roasted sweet?
caramelized
Okay.
roasted. Oh, but they were,
So
like, too perfect we had to order another round of them. They were
damn.
so good.
Damn.
Oh, I mean, like, wow. Yeah, there was a lot of good appetizers there. It was called
Very good.
Treehouse Restaurant in St. Louis.
Nice.
Yeah, it was really, 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 really good. I
So
thoroughly
Kate and I
enjoyed it.
went to this place, Amaro's, which
Amaro.
her friend Rachel works at.
Okay.
And it's there in Portland, and their food was so freaking delicious.
What type of
Like
food?
it was kind of fancier.
Okay.
Like so I had the special risotto, like the chef's special risotto,
Okay.
and it was a blue cheese risotto with this like steak bits on
Oh,
it.
oh,
It
oh.
was
I've never
so
heard of a
good.
blue cheese risotto.
It was
Usually it's
so
like a,
like
you've got your Parmesan, you've got all your, like, Italian cheeses, but not a blue
I'm,
cheese.
like, looking, I'm like, "I've already had a
Oh,
burger," there is a special, like, other special little menu thing that has a
uh-huh.
steak sandwich, like, that sounds dank, and then I'm like, looking at all these other people's and their foods, and I'm like, "Ah, man, all of this shit looks so good, and it
Mm,
all looks so good." But, I
mm.
mean, like, I don't know, like, that blue cheese risotto. If I'm gonna
Oh,
spend some fancy
I
money
want
on a
that.
fancy place, I need
Yeah.
some fancy flavors that
Yes,
I can't get
yes,
typically at
yes,
other things,
Matthew.
so I'm gonna go with the blue cheese
Yes.
risotto special, like, let's
That a
see what
boy.
happens. It was dank.
Lette tete.
Holy shit.
Holy
It was dank.
shit.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh, I mean, the blue cheese steak combo already, add
Oh.
risotto and that creamy, like, that's like a whole, like a side dish meal all in
Mm.
one, like,
Mm.
and the cheese and the funk of the cheese,
And
but
of
then the,
course, it was my
compliment,
birthday.
compliment, compliment.
It
The
was my
what?
birthday. It was my birthday, so we had one of
Yeah,
their
yeah, yeah.
birthday things, and it was
Cute.
a, right,
I bet it was
r
a fancy
r
birthday
it was a
thingy.
ricotta donut hole or something like that. Like, it had, like, ricotta cheese. Ricotta.
Ricotta cheese. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Kinda
Yeah,
like a
in
cannoli
a
type deal.
big old donut hole
Okay.
with
Sounds
powdered
amazing.
sugar and, caramel sauce, and I
Was it
forgot
alright?
to bring it home, and well, we got it in the box. I just forgot the next day to take the box with
Matthew!
me because I was gonna eat the hell out of those.
I bet you were.
That would have been my breakfast if
Yeah.
hindsight wasn't such a fucking bitch.
Yeah, that's ass.
Mhm.
I apologize, but, there's no one to
Yeah,
blame but yourself.
I'm literally just now thinking about that. Like, we had 2
Mm,
more left, and
mm.
caramel sauce.
I bet that was
They
so
brought they
good.
brought a one of the ketchup packets, like, ketchup
Yeah,
little,
yeah, yeah,
dishes
yeah.
with a lid
Ugh.
for the leftover
Are
caramel
you
sauce.
serious?
Yes, they did.
You
That
done
is some
fucked up?
service, and I
Oh,
done
Kate's
fucked up.
enjoying it. Enjoy it, Kate.
Enjoy
Hope you
it,
did.
enjoy it.
Oh,
Oh,
that
yeah,
sounds
I had 2 of them, or
mm.
I had 1.5, or they had was 5 of them.
Okay, that's good. You at least get to try them. It's not
Yeah,
like you
yeah, yeah.
didn't get to try.
No,
Okay,
no,
okay,
no,
okay.
yeah. We just couldn't
Alright.
finish them. They were rich.
Yeah, I
They were
freaking
very rich
bet.
and just,
Oh,
like,
and I
so
bet they'd be
delicious.
so good in the fridge, that, like, hard in the
Oh,
morning,
yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
like a cream puff
I'm
cream and
like,
it's kinda hard still. Ooh,
yeah. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So freaking good. Oh,
So,
man.
anyway, you
So, yeah, the
go
part
on the roof,
was
and then you get off the roof
then I go on the roof,
somehow,
off the roof, go to dinner, and
dinner.
then we end up going back to Effingham, right? And
Boom.
honestly, on the way back, it had been a freaking day, and I am just dehydrated and headache filled,
Oh,
and,
no. Oh,
I'm
no.
like, "Okay, I'm ready to be done." But, of course,
Yeah.
we have to go to the bar after. Excuse me. And then I
Yeah,
went for, like, 2
decompress after a
decompress
long
after I mean,
day
we had to, like, get everything
together
off the
with more
bus,
time together. Yes.
Ian, I'm a manager. I gotta, like,
You are.
freaking do the things.
That is the
So,
things.
taking shit off the bus and all this, putting it away, doing all the big
First one
kid
there, last one to
stuff.
leave. I'm the
Ugh, the
manager.
worst. But then went out to the bar that's, like, kinda next door. Honestly, I'd never been in there, which was good just to, like, go in there.
Nice,
I've been
nice.
in, like, the front door, but I've never
Now
been
you
in the
gotta meet the
back door in,
managers,
like
and then you gotta meet the
no.
owners, and then now you gotta meet
No, no, no.
everybody, and then go
But there was,
know the
like, a
sous
few
chef.
people from the shop there, but I was just like, "Oh, I'm so dead." Headache,
Yeah,
and then I just Irish goodbye.
yeah.
But I slept for
It was
10.5 hours that night. I woke up at
Ooh!
7:30 ready to fricking rock and roll. Oh, and then I tried
That's incredible.
hypnotherapy. I forgot about
Yeah, oh,
that.
yeah,
I
hypnotherapy.
forgot
How
about that.
was
Yeah, so it was with Carrie. She's super
hypnotherapy?
cool. Honestly, so I did not feel I don't think I was hypnotized, I'll tell you that. But it was like a deep, deep meditation. Like, it felt good, but I mean, you are in control when you're hypnotized anyways, but I didn't feel like I no. But I don't know if I just, like, calm. I don't know. I'm very
Yeah.
interested in it, but I couldn't, like, visualize some of these things, but once I started, like, feeling the things that she was telling me to kind of visualize, I would, like, visualize in a different way, I guess. Then it was like, "Okay, okay, it was okay." You're
Yeah.
kinda, like, picking up on just
Not the 3D image, but the vibe.
just the vibe, and yeah, and just honestly, it's just, like, being honest with myself out loud verbally.
Yeah.
That's really all it
And
is. Um,
sometimes that's the best thing you gotta do.
yeah, just being very relaxed, trying to, like, picture it and then just saying it out loud, and it's like, "Oh,
Oh,
you're right," that's yeah, I gotta work on that, that's cool.
spot on.
So that was it. I mean, that started off my day at 8. So, like, I had a 10 and
Okay.
a half hour sleep, woke up, did this a half an hour later, and then went home. I think I ate a bowl of soup, and
And
by the time it was noon, I went for a nap.
damn.
It was a great day. Yeah, but
I
I was
keep thinking
so
that I'm
dead
gonna
from
have
Sunday.
time to have naps, and then I don't.
Mm,
And I'm like, I
yeah.
just need 20 to put my feet up."
Yeah,
But then
you
it gets too
just
late, and
need
then I'm like,
it does help to have
like,
another manager, you know?
yeah,
Not, you're all by your lonesome, you know? We've got a pretty well-oiled machine, though. Emily runs
yeah,
a great tight ship, but,
nice.
that I'm like, when I'm off, I'm off.
Yeah.
When you're off, you're not off.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah.
constantly on.
Same thing with me, I'm off when I'm off, and then Brad is always on.
That's true,
And
though.
I'm
But I
like,
feel like you have to be on more than you think you have to be on.
"Oh, for
You
sure."
get called in a lot
Yeah,
just to save ass. You're too
yeah,
nice, but that I mean, like, what else?
got a
You
wrong
literally
place.
have no other
Yeah,
choice.
yeah.
But, yeah, so anyways, I guess the morale on Monday was, like, super good, everybody but then everyone's freaking hungover, like, just, like, wanting to die. But, like,
But
she
it had the
planned
best
out that,
time.
like had the best time. Even on Tuesday, I came in and everyone's just like, "Hey!" Like, I don't know, we, like, all bonded and everyone's just, like, chatting, and we're all dancing together. It was just so freaking epic. It was so
And the
freaking
best
epic.
yeah, that's so good because then, like, that shows, and then that affects everything else,
Yeah.
and then even
Ugh.
brings in more people because 'cause they're just the vibes infectious.
Yes,
The
and they were
vibes
kinda like
infectious.
the kids, they're kids. They've never done, like, a holiday party, and they're like, "Are you sure, like, we don't have to pay for anything?" I'm like, "Yes, like, this is on the company. This is how this works." And they were like, "But it's like, that's a lot of money." It's like, "Just think of it this way. We want you to keep working here, and it costs us a lot of money just to hire somebody else that's not trained. So,
Yeah,
if we keep you happy and you wanna do this again next year, I'm cool with spending some money on you. It's okay. Like,
yeah,
this is
yeah,
what companies do. This is, like,
yeah.
life.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We just happen to do it in a very cool
Yeah.
freaking way
This
because 'cause
builds
we're fun.
camaraderie and does,
Yeah,
and then makes people happy. Like
yeah. And Emily's trying to
like
do, like, icebreakers in the beginning, hilarious. People are not into it. And then it was we finally kinda did it, and it was like, "Okay, we're done.
yeah.
Let's put on the music. Let's do." But, oh, yeah, it was really
But
awesome,
sometimes
and I'm
yeah,
excited.
you gotta
Like,
do the
just
icebreakers to learn the names and get the info.
true, 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 but, like, it was kinda really just names, and we
Corporate
all
J.
worked together
Yeah.
very often. But, yeah, maybe not some, that is very true. Either way, we've all bonded through that, and it
Ah,
was
beautiful.
just yeah, it was so beautiful.
It's a
But, yeah,
beautiful
Sunday really
experience.
took it out of me. I was like, "Holy
Yeah,
crappers.
10 hours,
Holy."
good for you.
Yeah, thanks,
Oh,
and I
man.
slept 10 hours the next night too. I love a good
Hell
9 to
yeah.
7, just a solid 9 to 7 sleep. That is my
I have done that a few
ideal.
times this year,
Yeah,
and I
I
have
do it a few
not
times
done
a week,
those.
maybe.
I have not done but, like, it's now becoming a regular occurrence that this is, like, a thing
Yeah,
that, like, "Oh, hey, I go to bed at, like, 9:30, and then I'm
yeah,
waking up at, I try to get up at 6, but then sometimes if I don't need to do anything, I'm up at
yeah,
7, and, like, I can
yeah,
actually do that now, um, which is great, but that's still
yeah.
a lot of sleep.
That's still I love to
Yeah.
sleep.
I swear, like, I am a part of the biological system in terms of,
Yeah,
like, the sun definitely affects everything, and
totally.
this changes of the seasons affect
Yes.
me,
Yes.
and, like, I can feel it, and
Yes.
that's crazy
That is
to
crazy.
be able to, like,
Yeah,
like, it changes how much I sleep, how active I
totally.
am in the day, and
Yeah,
how, like, the energy throughout the day and, like, the mood, everything. I'm like,
absolutely.
"Oh my gosh,
And for
wild,
me, like, I use my eye mask, right? So it's always dark, but I hear the birds because I leave my window open every night, no matter what,
lucky."
hot, cold,
So,
whatever.
the
I want it.
birds are all in this tree that's out in my front door, but
Oh,
I
really?
can't yeah, like, there's that little
By the
nook,
little secret
that
garden?
whole little yeah, the secret
Yeah,
garden, that whole tree has tons of birds every morning, all the time, but
interesting.
the sound doesn't travel in through to me,
That's good.
so I don't get to hear them.
Yeah, mine,
But I
I'll,
kinda
like,
wanna hear
wake
'em.
up. But on oh my god, on I think it was Sunday morning or Saturday morning,
Sometimes they're
I
just obnoxious.
like, these old ladies were up at 4. I checked my freaking phone. I was like, "What the hell?" And they are just gaggling on about shit, and they're walking up to the car, and I'm like, "What the fuck am I hearing?" And they're, like, going to do something, and I think they were going on, like, a road trip, all these old ladies together, but I woke up at 4 AM
Just
just hearing 'em.
just
You know what?
chit-chatting
In Can
at
yeah,
full volume
I hear
in
dad
an apartment
every morning at
complex.
home at 6 AM. Oh my god. Like, no matter what, mom's like, "Sleep in tomorrow," and I'm, like, trying to sleep until 8:30. 6 o'clock rolls around, and it's like, "Thank you, Lord." And I hear push-ups for half an hour, and I'm like, "God damn it, dad. You're so fit. Stop. Can you just stop?"
Don't stop though.
But
Keep
don't
on
stop. Don't
going.
stop. Can't stop, won't
Keep
stop.
on juggling.
But I hear things through my window. That's how I kind of radiate what the hell is happening at
Yeah,
what time. Because the birds start at a specific time,
they
they're up
do.
with the sun. And but my mask, I am not. So if I can black out those birds for a while, that's great. But
Yeah.
hopefully,
Get out of there,
yeah,
birds.
get out of there. Okay.
Yee.
Um, we are really going on time, but I did want to talk about, speaking of birds and nature and everything.
And all of the adventures in nature, yes.
Yeah, did you watch the new season of Hilda?
I did indeed.
You did?
So, yes, yes, and what was
And
crazy is about a week before you shared that there was a new season
yes,
of Hilda out, I
yes.
was thinking about it because it always
Oh,
pops
yeah.
up because it's in my
Yes, and they're
list
always
and
old
I've
and
watched
old
it.
and old.
Yeah, and I thought, "Okay, they did 3 seasons
Yeah.
and a movie."
Yeah, 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 they did.
And they kind of finished that whole story, like, "Oh,
Yeah.
man, like, that's so beautiful, I love this, and I'll watch this over and over and over again, but, oh, man, I wish they
I
had
know,
been
I
made
want
more
more
because I
Hilda.
like yeah, they made a great movie and
Yes.
such like, so this is a little girl that has a deer fox and friends that turn
The
out to
deer
be a little
fox
witch
twig.
and,
Yeah,
all these, like, little magical woodland stuff, and they go on these
yeah.
little adventures
And
with,
they
like,
live in
this little elf,
Trollberg or they live in
and there's
Tubbleton, and they,
yeah,
they
and they
just
have a lot
have
of
these
troll
adventures with
adventures,
this little creatures.
and it's, like, the most wholesome,
Oh, it's so
but, like,
sweet.
also smart
Very
and,
witty.
like, very witty
Fun
and
animation, and it's,
yeah,
like, very, like, you're like, "This is how I deal with my
like, it's
emotions."
like
I don't
yeah,
know,
yeah,
it's,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
very complex.
'Cause, like, we've only known this show as adults because we
Yeah.
love animation,
Yep.
and, it's like, "Oh, wait, this is supposed to be a kid show." But I'm like,
Yeah,
"Wait,
and I
this
forget
just
that.
seems like an adult show, like, just a
Yeah.
show that's
New season of
animated, but it's
Hilda,
of these,
hell
like, little
yeah.
kids, like, doing all these, like, crazy cool adventures with all this stuff, but it's
Yeah.
so good with, like,
It's
lessons
so
and everything and, like,
good.
little morals, like,
And this season had
oh,
me just out of control. Like,
this
1,
season
just all
was
these
like
new characters, and then
and
all
then
these reveals.
and the reveals and the heart pumps and, like,
Oh
the
my
the
god.
heart throbs
And,
and
like,
then
the
the flashbacks
sacrifices and,
and, like,
like,
the mushroom
oh,
jellyfish eyeball thingies.
mushroom jellyfish eyeball things were freaking
Oh my gosh,
wild.
those mushroom jellyfish eyeball thingies were crazy.
Dude, and then, like, the tarantula lizard dude.
Yeah,
He was
that
crazy
talks weird,
too, like,
but he doesn't have a mouth.
brutally. Yeah.
But he opens the mouth. He doesn't have a mouth when he talks,
He
but he
opens his,
opens the
like,
mouth
nose.
with the forked double forked tongue.
Yes. Yes.
Crazy.
Crazy and massive. And then just, like, the new Nissa,
Yeah.
like, all of
Yeah.
these, like,
And it's
things.
still like, it had the charm of like them doing like with these whimsical things to solve
Yeah,
problems, and
and I
then
like
but
that
then
they're a little
also some like
older.
real things,
Yes,
like
like
the
real
things that
life
had
things.
consequences, and then they're
Yes.
exploring those consequences of actions
Yes.
from that in the past that then
Yes!
ultimately ties in with
Ah, of course it
her
does.
Hilda herself and, like, that whole, like,
Netflix
thing.
original, how can
So,
you not?
wow. Like,
Wow.
already at the end of the 4th season, like,
Ah,
that season has so many,
ugh.
like, reveals and flashbacks and
Oh,
tie-ins and everything, but, like, this sure as hell seems like they've known about this-ish direction, and,
they've
like,
had
some
I
of
mean,
these
this was
like,
a
they've
big,
built
like
up some of these things.
totally makes sense why she's the way she is, and,
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
then there's, like, a mom and a dad in a
Like,
situation. It's like,
sometimes you can kinda
"What?"
catch when they're like, "Oh, this was not how the vibe was in the 1st season and stuff," and then you
Yeah.
rewatch it and you're like, "Oh, yeah, definitely no," but, like, then they retcon it, and they're like, "Nope, this is how it actually is supposed to
We're
be,"
gonna
and then they
go
go
this
and it's like,
way.
and then but, like, at a certain point, like, in the earlier seasons, you might not see it, but at a certain point, the writers have thought of that thing, built
Yeah.
it in,
It's
and
just
then gone
so
from there.
interesting.
But usually
It's
it takes a little bit of time to go off, but man, this is
it
seamless.
was so
This is so
good.
good. It was so good.
And a whole over an hour last
Yeah,
episode, wild.
yeah.
That whole episode could be a movie.
Well, it is a mini movie.
Oh,
That's what it is. I mean, it's an hour-long animation
okay.
feature. I mean,
Okay.
that's a short film.
Is that the definition?
Could be.
A short film?
I do
But yeah, everybody go watch Hilda.
Everybody watch
It's
Hilda.
great.
It's very wholesome, it'll make you smile,
It's
and
so
it'll make you
good.
wanna go hug a tree and be nice to
Yeah.
trolls and not
Yeah.
ring bells so loudly.
Yes. They're disturbing.
You don't be an asshole.
Don't be an asshole. Oh, man. But yeah, stay tuned next time. We'll see what kind of adventures we get up to this weekend. And for
So,
now, ciao,
ciao,
ciao
ciao
for
for
now.
now.